Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about location based data privacy as to how does tracking your location impact your data privacy. To begin with, let's rediscuss the definition of data privacy. Data privacy is my right to choose what personal information do I want to share, with whom do I want to share this information, what is my purpose of sharing this information, and what task is that party going to complete for me and give it to me, and how much of that information am I sharing, and is that party allowed to further share my information with any other third party for any part of this task or for any purpose. If yes, have they taken my approval, have they taken my consent? So data privacy gives me the right to choose what personal information I am sharing, with whom and for what purpose, and how, if it at all, it is going to be shared with the third party. And it gives me those rules and laws that help me protect my interest in case I see my data being misused or inadequately being shared beyond a particular limit. So that's what data privacy is. And my location is a very important factor, personal to me, because I may not always like to tell everyone where am I, right? Now, how can my location be tracked? Through my GPS, global positioning systems. Many people would say I don't carry, but all of us carry mobile phones. Mobile phones have GPS systems. Wi-Fi connections are able to detect where you are. Cellular towers are able to locate how far away are you from the nearest tower that is providing signal to your mobile phone. If you are on internet and you are surfing, then the applications do track the IP address from where you have logged in. It happens truly with one of the applications that I work with. When I log in from home, it shows a different IP address. When I log in from office, it shows my office IP address. And when I log in through my mobile hotspot, it shows me a different IP address. So your IP address is another way to identify where you are located, right? And then your social media, and we all love to put in our status, traveling to this place, traveling to that place on our social media. So our location is tracked there. And other applications like your maps and your health trackers, right? How many kilometers did I run? How many kilometers did I jog? Did I ride on my bicycle? I want the system to know automatically and judge automatically. Then the system knows where I was riding the bicycle or where I was running around, right? So and that is about the ways of locating an individual when he is moving around, even if it's at home or whatever, right? So the ways to know your location. Now there could be ethical uses to it. You are in a particular area and authorities have located you, and there's a weather issue in that area, so they have reported you on time. You plan to travel to some place and other nearby places, so your travel can be planned by the travel agencies accordingly. You are stuck at some place and you want to find out the nearest healthcare provider. You can easily find out the healthcare provider. Location privacy helped us during pandemic COVID-19 a lot, because our health authorities and our governments were able to identify in which area there are more infected people, and that area itself used to get quarantined, that no more people are allowed to enter into this area because there are a lot of infected people in the area, right? And similarly for urban planning also, the teams can find out locations and decide whether whether it's fair to plan roads in that area and maybe create smaller water bodies in that area, and also so there are good ethical uses of location tracking. Apart from that, there are some concerns. For example, if people know where you are, people in that area can move ahead with unsolicited marketing with you, which can intrude your privacy. Personal surveillance can be put on you to see where you are and what are you doing, etc. Stalkings and burglaries. You are not at home and you are published on social media, traveling to that place, so you are actually telling people that your home is available, right? So burglaries and stalkings can be done. Tracking your locations does help track your habits, your preferences, what kind of places you often visit to, and that can have different impacts depending on the kind of places you visit to, and can even damage your personal reputation as well. For the investigating authorities, especially crime reported, getting information about your location during the crime period or just before or just after the crime period can help investigate well, right? So find criminals more easily. When your information is leaked, yes, there are misuses, your telephone numbers for marketing, your home address for unwanted social elements. Photographs can be morphed, deepfake videos can be created. Your health records are important, so health records getting spread around is not a very good practice. Employment details, like I said, what kind of places you travel to, they can spoil your reputation in the market. They can spoil your reputation in front of your employers as well, if in case these are not the likely places your employers are expecting you to be visiting, right? And therefore location privacy is important for the individuals. For data collectors who collect location privacy and there is a possibility of a breach, they can safeguard themselves by first two principles common to all data privacy things, which is data minimization and data anonymization. Minimization means collect only what you need, don't collect extra data. Okay. Anonymization means that your personal information collected is broken into chunks and encrypted, and they are stored at different places. So your name and address recorded at one place, and your location at another place, and your biometrics at a third place, all different places, encrypted, interlinked through encryption. Even if hackers are able to take out one of these areas, they won't be able to open and expose and read them. Even if they know what locations are we talking of, they don't know, because they don't have the basic information about whom. Then they don't know where are you moving around, right? So that could be a problem. Then you should create a very clear purpose of why you have collected location information, and you should obtain user consent. You should use limited amount of data. The collection of data should be done in a safe method, and it should be stored in a safe method. When you say collection safely, then you need to be very sure about the third parties you are dealing with. They are collecting data on your behalf. They should not be misusing the data. They should not be playing around with the data or spreading the data out in the market. When it comes to storage, your data should be encrypted. Unauthorized access should not be allowed. So your data should be kept very, very confidential. Third-party contracts, as I mentioned, should be very strong. And if you don't need any part of data, then you should delete it. Don't store the data that you actually don't even need, or delete the data after your processing has been completed. And the most important thing, if you find a breach, take an action. What action have you taken needs to be documented, used as an example. It is not only a matter of financial penalties, it's also a matter of what are the gaps that need to be filled in, and ensure that this kind of a breach is not repeated neither by the same person nor by any other person in good faith or by mistake, whichever way it is. There are some international laws which govern the privacy, and they do talk of location privacy as well. In this video, we are going to just have an overview names of them. You have GDPR in UK, you have CCPA in US, you have Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act PIP-EDA in Canada, you have LGPD of Brazil, you have Data Protection Act 2018 of UK, AEPC Privacy Framework across Asia Pacific, and the Privacy Act 1988 of Australia. These are some of the international regulations that talk about how to preserve your local privacy and avoid a misuse of your location tracking. This is what I had to talk about in the data privacy with respect to location. If you like my video, please press the like and bell icon, and share your feedback in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel to stay updated on more information about data privacy. Thank you.